Number 8 seed gets us under. Stroke winner.
Love it.
Into her second final of the season. Bencic after 6-2, 6-3 win against Heightened. Samsonova took a little longer to beat Jung Kin-wen yesterday, 2 hours 20 almost.
15 all.
Yeah, it was a big part of her game. Samsonova yesterday in her semi-final really served well at the right time, especially in the third set.
What was remarkable looking at the stats of that match was that she went through, despite these statistics, she made more unforced errors than Jung Kin-wen and had 10 fewer winners than her opponent as well. Broken just twice yesterday, and that was in that nightmare start of the second set when she slipped to love 5. Bencic maybe sensing an early opportunity for a break here. A bit of a tentative start, I have to say, from Samsonova. Missed opportunity. Quite often get a few nerves in the opening service game from both players in a final. It's a big event, first ever WTA 500 event now permanently on the calendar in Abu Dhabi, the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open. Kicking off the Mid-East swing. Doha and Dubai fixtures on the WTA Hologic Tour for many a year now.
Working hard, Bencic in the last point.
30.
That's what you want. Try to get your front foot in the court, also being patient.
The net cord put her off there because it was quite a bad miss from Bencic. Maybe arrived there a little too early.
It was a bit rush.
Yes.
Unforced errors from both players so far. Here, Long trying to search for that important depth. Bencic takes her to deuce in the opening game of the match. Pace on the serve, but just the one ace it remains so far. Has been getting 180 Ks this week.
Advantage, Bencic.
The first break point comes after the first double fault of the match.
I've been saying how Samsonova was not hesitant and knew what she was doing was on a mission. I feel this first game, She's a bit more hesitant, not as assertive as she's been in her last few matches, but it's still really early in the match.
It is, but made just 2 double faults all match yesterday.
That's how she likes to play with that big forehand. That's more like it.
Yes.
Good serve. And how about this for the +1?
And when you go on Samsonova's forehand, you have to make sure it's a quality stroke you have, because she'll take advantage of it and she'll jump into the court. She really likes to attack with the forehand, Samsonova.
Pretty good. I think Bencic is actually trying to keep it off the forehand, but it's such good serving, and there's so much time for Samsonova to come around, even if it is anywhere near the middle of the court. She'll use that big weapon. The first serve is bailing her out of a bit of trouble from break point down. Oh, what a rally. What a winner from Samsonova. Well, a little bit of everything there, and let's hope the rest of the final lives up to that opening game.
First game.
Well, we know Samsonova's forehand is quite dangerous, but I like to see those long rallies with a lot of quality shots, and she find a way to win that last point.
Yeah, Bencic looked to be trying to keep it on the backhand, and after 2 or 3 exchanges, including one with her own forehand, she switched to the cross court, and it looked like she might have the angle, but what a response that was.
Yeah, very athletic from both sides, but Samsonova, a lot of acceleration also on that forehand.
Bencic won all her service games yesterday, lost just 5 games in total in the match against Heightened, and has won all the matches in straight sets. Won 27 out of 29 service games this week. Marta Kostyuk in Bencic's first match of the tournament managed to break her twice.
Belinda Bencic.
No one else has managed it
To
so
serve.
far. Deceptively strong server.
Love it.
I say deceptive because you wouldn't probably think of Bencic when you're asked to name the most successful servers, but overall service points won this season. She's number 2 on the list.
Yeah, I think her serve has improved dramatically in the last few years.
Just
have to set yourself up with those type of point. You get a shorter ball when you have a nice big serve. Just sometimes make your life easier. Shorter point, you save some energy.
Players in the top 10 for aces served so far this season. And an opportunity for Bencic, if she lifts the title today, to be the season leader in match victories. She's tied with Australian Open champion Sabalenka at the moment on 11. Bencic with an 11-2 record coming in to this final.
Quite impressive the amount of acceleration
30 all.
that Samsonova can produce.
We can tell because it was pretty close to Bencic, wasn't it? And the depth and the power just took it past it.
Well, her rallies are powerful, but you can see the last two forehand, there's just a bit more in behind it. And then that's when it's an attack shot or just a really good rally.
Thirty, 40.
Well, a bit of a mirror of what happened in the first game here. Double fault bringing up break point. Samsonova survived her own break point with strong serving and held after a couple of juices. Pressure on the number 2 seed here then.
Light, first.
Heroic defense from Bencic, but it's one that's got away for Samsonova.
Yes.
And when you think about Bencic, we know she likes redirecting, but as he said, it's great defense and coming back also with some quality shot is not easy.
Oh boy, got a bit lucky there too. Good evasive action needed. Always keep your eye on the ball. Crowd are liking this one already, and why wouldn't they? Final of the Battler, Abu Dhabi Open.
Advantage, Samsonova.
Bencic just got overexcited on that last forehand. She probably does really feel the pressure of Samsonova's ground stroke. I think that will be the challenge today.
No look of concern yet from Bencic's team. Second break point.
Again, Samsonova.
But the passing shot is made to perfection by Liudmila Samsonova, who gets the first break and has a
Samsonova
2-love lead.
leads 2 games, 2-love.
That forehand of Samsonova is very dangerous. In the last few matches, except yesterday in the semi-final second set against John, there was a lot of mistakes coming from that side, but it's such a weapon.
Fabulous shot. I mean, it was a good serve. Bencic didn't really do anything too wrong, got it quite deep, but that was the winner.
Love.
Sometimes harder against the top players to back up the break than actually get it. Samsonova will be absolutely eager to enforce her superiority here.
Very low.
And I think Bencic already knows she needs to be doing a little more with those second serves that she'll be receiving.
Yeah, even though you want to avoid Samsonova's forehand, it's not always easy. But there's so much acceleration, and it's in big margin. It's not too risky, but it's just her technique on the forehand is so good, so she's able to generate a lot of power and acceleration.
You saw one of the key stats there, just we've been saying it all week, right since reaching the quarterfinals, how well Samsonova has so far in her career played the big game.
14.
She's won 9 out of 10 career quarterfinals now. She's won all 4 finals. And after surviving a break point in the opening game, just seems to have spurred her on, and she's really focused early in this match.
Forty, 50.
To be expected a bit from Samsonova. She loves dictating with that forehand, so you have some unforced error or forced error.
Game, Samsonova.
It's just 6 months ago since this young woman took the North American hardcourt swing by storm, and she's looking to do the same in the Middle East swing. She's off to a flyer in the final in Abu Dhabi. 3-zip. Takes 17 minutes. We had 2 close first games before Samsonova closed out the break in the second and then raced to an easy 15-hole in the third.
Ladies and gentlemen, take first available seat for now, please. Thank you.
We've had a little bit of trouble all week with the
First available.
a little late, being admitted in late and causing resumption after the change of ends, and so it is again. Bencic has already won 1 title in the United Arab Emirates. She beat Petra Kvitova in Dubai in 2019. You almost come to expect the unexpected now, and we've been talking about her forehand, but what a backhand winner that was, and after that rally.
Well, it was probably the best point of the match, the longest one, but every shot from both players was quality. But how Samsonova managed to really, with a lot of acceleration, again, that last backhand, like sends a message to the opponent. Yeah, I can do that 10, 12, 15 times. It gets in the head of Bencic a bit.
I think showing early on to your opponent that you're not afraid of those wrong rallies, you're not afraid of the reputation, and that you can bide your time, forces your opponent to try and change things up and look for an earlier winner in the rally, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's when you feel the pressure of a player like Samsonova, always trying to hit as early as they can.
Just rushed out a little bit. She was furious with herself because the court was wide open. She knew she needed it low and hard over the net, but it went low and hard into the net. Marina Sabalenka, the only player on tour so far this season with 2 titles. Bencic could join her today, but will need to improve. Bencic, Belinda, and Swiss player showing she's still a very able opponent.
Yeah, when you think about Bencic, she loves redirecting and also taking the ball early. It's very compact also from forehand and the backhand. Can be a bit trickier when you have a player like Samsonova with all the power.
Bencic.
So she's off and running with a stable hold.
3-1.
Bencic's record, we saw a stat on screen earlier, doesn't look great in finals. She's been in 16, she's won 7 and lost 9. But take a closer look, and there's some good signs there for fans of the Swiss player that she lost 4 of her first 5 finals on hard courts, but has won 4 of her last 5 on this surface. So she's definitely getting better in the big events. And this is a definitely retrievable situation. Just the one break. 3-1. Did she middle that?
Well, I think Samsonova just got a bit of a surprise, but you can see the anticipation from Bencic was perfect. Good reaction though, it was coming quite fast.
Really good final already. Let's hope it stays up to this. You just get the feeling that Belinda's improved a notch here. So much to admire about that rally, but it was Samsonova who switched it up. Bencic was then on the defensive, but there's no defense that will cope with the Samsonova forehand at its best.
Yeah, she's dictating a lot of the points since the beginning of this match. Samsonova, especially on that side, on the forehand. It's quite impressive.
Mr. Tursunov might be feeling time to intervene from the sidelines. Coaching is allowed, and some reports suggesting that it will be at Roland Garros and Wimbledon as well this year. There'll come a time in the match when she is making most of those. And that's the time when Samsonova's serve will come under real pressure. She's experienced enough now, even though she's just a year and a half or so older than her opponent, to know that she can bide her time when she's not playing all right at the top level. Samsonova flying at the moment, flying to a 4-1 lead, it would seem. Point away from it. Bencic, number 9 in the world. She'll stay there, win or lose today.
Game, Samsonova.
Just too good. Criticism maybe that Bencic isn't quite
Samsonova leads 4 games to 1.
100% level on the depth and isn't quite getting maybe 100% level on direction yet. But Samsonova is clearly the better player in the early stages with a break for.
First seat available for now, please. Thank you.
She's won every single final she's been in, and she started this final like a woman on a mission against the higher ranked player. World number 19 against world number 9 at the moment. Still a little delay before we can get things underway again. Just the one break though so far. It came in the second game. Bencic conceded the second break point.
Love it.
That's the sort of problem that she's going to come up against time and again, and the frightening thing for Bencic is while she's not serving particularly well at 50%, Samsonova is only hitting 1 in 3 first serves and yet still looks so far on top in this match so far. 12 winners to 5. Only in the 6th game. Another one. How quickly she pounced on that and got into the situation to dominate the point.
Yeah, Bencic really feeling the pressure of every shot. So much power, but also the intent of Samsonova, always looking to go forward. She feels really rushed, Bencic, at the moment.
Points won on second serve. 2 out of 7, 29%. Talking about how strong a serve is overall, first and second serve.
$15-30.
A rare loose point from Samsonova. If she loses this game, it could be the set. Go on for Bencic. Remember their first meeting was in a final on grass, and it was a surprise that day. Bencic took the first set, but Samsonova was utterly dominant thereafter. I think threw herself in the lake with the team, as I recall, as a celebration. Might be searching for a bit of water around here in the desert soon. 2 more break points. How about that for a 1-2? The backhand, I think she actually apologised for, but it looked pretty good to me. Forced Belinda Bencic out wide and then took full advantage with that trusty forehand. 5-1.
She did that a lot yesterday in the semi-final. Samsonova, a few cross-court with angle, and she's always ready for the next ball.
Did she miss hit it? Was it an apology?
Maybe for her.
So serving for the opening set in double quick time. 32 minutes gone.
This set is really one way. It's really going Samsonova's way.
I mean, what can they do to change things for Bencic?
Well, Bencic loves space, but I feel she's feeling overwhelmed with it. She's feeling rushed, so she's a bit doubting on her game style. And usually she's the one who put her game style against the opponent. You feel Bencic because she She hit so early. Like that, you could see she was trying to put pressure, but Samsonova, I think, she's just too good today in this set.
Yeah, things may change. Let's see.
Yeah.
But I think Bencic and her supporters may be just a touch frustrated that because it's coming on so quick, she's not getting the usual accuracy with direction. And Samsonova, you look at her core position, it's very much in that middle third. She's dictating terms, and it's Belinda who's running backward and forward on her own baseline, not Samsonova. She had a chance in that last point, didn't she? But again, her second shot went to the middle of the court. It's good, it was deep enough.
30-15.
And on the backhand.
Yeah, Bencic has to try to destabilize Samsonova, which is not easy this week. Try to make sure shots are deep, and especially on the return, we try to get on top of her in the beginning of the point.
We highlighted how good the serve was, and that was a winner on first serve, but it's one of the few actually only serving at 38% first serve. The second serve has been fantastic though. She's winning 60% of her points on second serve, which is normally a bit of an Achilles heel for us. So she has 2 set points at 40-15 and 5. Far from the ace-laden, heavy serving dominated match we expected, but it was the power ground strokes from Liudmila Samsonova that propelled her to a rather easy first set in the final by 6 games to 1. Can Belinda Bencic answer in style? Second set. That'll help first ace. Indeed, in the whole of the first set, we had only 2 aces. See some stats at the end of this game, but she does need to improve her first service percentage stats. One of the things that has let her down. But good to see her coming out in a positive state of mind.
Yeah, that's what she needs. Get that first game and try to get the momentum shift around. That's when you can put doubts in your opponent's head. Although Samsonova is almost faultless in the first set. Tennis and sports can go quite quickly, so.
It's also nice we got through a set without a challenge too.
But there's been a few this week.
Cuts.
Been making winners for fun, mainly on the forehand, but the backhand too. So that'll come as a huge relief to Belinda Bencic, holding at the start of the second. She needed to lay down a marker. She's done just that. Here are those stats.
Well, you can see 16 winners from Samsonova. She was the one who was dictating, dominating pretty much every point. But she didn't play badly, Bencic. She just didn't have the opportunity to put her tennis on the court. But also 89% of first serve won, which is a high number. It's big also part of Samsonova's game. So almost a perfect, in a way, set for Samsonova. And it's in the final. I mean, she's handling it quite well, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, the only stat that wasn't on there that counts against Samsonova is she was only landing 35, 36% of her first serves. Once she did land, she lost only 1 point on first serve. The second serve stood up pretty well, but if she can get the first serve firing too, just like that, then it really could be all the warning signs for Bencic. I mean, even in 2 quick sets, you would expect a lull somewhere along the line. Third ace of the match that was for Samsonova. That's the fourth.
It's a great response after the first game and the second. Made a few returns, quite wild mistake, which was very, we didn't expect that. Applying the pressure a bit more, Bencic for that last point. That's what she has to change and to try to get to win that second set. Just try to destabilize Samsonova, hitting early.
Aces followed opportunities for Bencic. And again attacks that second serve and makes her pay.
Yeah, she needed to do something different, Bencic. And I think she's doing it at the minute. Just try to put a bit more behind her return and every shot. Yeah, when you lose the first set 6-1, you have to make those little changes to give yourself a chance.
Final theme of battle at Abu Dhabi Open. 30 all love one, Samsonova is set to the good.
30, 40.
And that's what the pressure can do, knowing that your second serve was being taken apart after a couple of aces. Remember how this game started? Bang, bang, 30 love. Break point here. Had one early in this match. I mean, I've had two actually, and failed to take them. No one. Stand correct.
Yes.
Big serve fails her out of trouble. 3 first serves, 3 points won.
Yeah, she just have to be careful here. Samsonova yesterday in the semi-final against John, she lost 6-1, but it started to miss a few balls here and there, and it can really go quickly. I think it's very important for Samsonova here to hold on her serve.
Advantage, Samsonova.
Look towards coach Alessandro being thrashed there. As if to say, did I do the right thing? Bencic. Coach is still not looking unduly concerned, but they must be inside.
Game Samsonova.
Small opportunities for Bencic, and she did her best on the second serve, but in the end, not enough pressure quite applied, and the breakpoint opportunity couldn't be taken. Strong serving in the face of adversity from Samsonova in the end. A lively start to the second set.
Yeah, I was worried a bit from Samsonova. She started well the game and lost a bit of her focus. But then she's been quite on a mission this week, and I feel every point she gets the same focus.
Skies it well enough. And athleticism meant she was there in plenty of time.
Love 15.
Mentioned that she was really quick to get to it, but also waited the last fraction of a second to go down the line. So not always the easiest shot to do because you're rushing into it. She took her time at the end.
That's 15.
She hasn't won too many of those sorts of rallies so far. Seven unforced errors in the match for Samsonova, only 6 for Bencic, but she's way behind on the winners front.
That's it, 15.
Point of impact from Samsonova was a bit too in front, trying to go cross court, overrated it a little bit.
When they met in that final in Berlin, it was Bencic that won the first set at a canter, 6-1. She lost the match. What she was doing wrong in the first set for me, I mean, it was a brilliant forehand, but when you know you've got someone in that sort of form, that confident, you can't just put it halfway, well, not halfway down the court, that's an exaggeration, but it was right in the hitting zone, and she could choose forehand or backhand.
Yeah, she didn't clearly do enough in that last shot, Bencic. But yeah, as you mentioned, you can't really afford that, especially against Samsonova, who's playing that well, and especially on that forehand side.
Not moving Samsonova. I can't remember the last time she was forced outside the tram lines. Helped on serve.
40-30.
It's a good response from Bencic. Clearly still in the fight with that reaction. She knows it's not going to be easy though.
Well, every time she's landed the first serve in this set, she's taken a point. .50-50 on second serves so far this set for Bencic.
Game Bencic.
Just a few signs that Samsonova is having an error count creeping up a little, and she's looking a little bit more human. She was absolutely perfect in that first set. Bubbling up nicely, thank you. 1-2. Sun setting on the final day of the Battle at Abu Dhabi Open. And this is the final itself, the big event, the WTA 500. showpiece match. Not gone the way of her so far, but she's ahead on serve. Second set, Samsonova at 1-2. This is with a forehand.
See, Bencic was trying to hit a bit deeper in that last point. She has to find a way.
Had a break point in the previous service game. Can she fashion another opportunity here? And about the serve. 4 serves in. First serve in the second set. 4 points. Second serve this set has won 2 out of 6. Finally, she gets one wide, and the angle she generated is enough to get the pass. Even on the baseline, Samsonova couldn't get to that one.
That's the more the Bencic we know. Redirecting really well, but also try to be on the front foot before Samsonova, which has not been an easy task to do today.
Video.
So full, so quick.
Yeah, maybe her first serve percentage is not very high, Samsonova, but she does serve well when it matters. Especially in the semi-final yesterday against John at the end of that match.
Liudmila's been crying out for it, get your opponent moving. She was in a comfort zone, and she's just been shifted out of that a little bit by this sort of return. Samsonova was fantastic and unbreakable against Kudermetova when she had one of her arguably toughest matches of the week and brushed aside a often double partner. First serve again gets her out of trouble. Bencic had a swing, just like in the previous service game. 30-40 disappears. Missed it. Well, that's pressure.
There's a lot of options with that last forehand. One for probably the most complicated one.
First time a second break point in a game here. Big moments. Another unforced error from the racket of Samsonova, and suddenly a whole new atmosphere inside the stadium here. The break has been made. Final is on.
Quite impressive from Bencic to turn around the match, because after that first set she played amazingly well, Samsonova. Just to fight back, she could have easily got frustrated, get down on herself, but no, Bencic is there fighting, finding ways.
She did that mainly against the first serve as well. No, don't let it slip, Belinda. She'll be telling herself 3-1. In the first set, Samsonova made 5 unforced errors in the 7 games. Here we've just started the 5th game. She's already made 7 in this set.
Oh.
I feel a bit unfortunate there, just about to go into the service routine when the baby cried. Yeah, she won just 8 points on serve in the whole of the first set, has already won 9 in this second set. Between the balls, make the opponent chase it. Did it far too little in the first set.
Yeah, she looks much more in control over game Bencic in that second set. More confident also. Once again, you have to be ready for those returns, especially against Samsonova. She's really pouncing on each of them.
I don't think she moved her feet at all, did she, from the moment
Yeah.
she landed from the serve? The
She
ball
didn't
was
have
just
time.
right back at her. Indisputable that Samsonova has just come down from that extraordinary plane upon which she started playing. Wasteful from Samsonova, could have really pushed her there, but just seems a little distracted for the moment. Don't know whether he's had any intervention or not, but whatever, it's working. Fortunes continue to turn slowly back towards the number 2 seed. She's ahead by break, second set, leading 4-1. So Samsonova serving, trying to get herself out of a little rut that's developed. In yesterday's match, she, in not dissimilar fashion, started strongly, got an early break, but then lost the second set. Timed her run perfectly in the third set, getting the winning point on her first break point. Serving now, though, at 1-4, second set.
Love 15.
Mistake.
Rare change of rhythm from Bencic. Does that sometimes on return, slice it back. It's not a bad thing, especially Samsonova loves the pace and the rhythm.
Short second serve, you can see Bencic is going to attack any second serve she can get sight of. Broken once, did save a break point in the other service game in this set so far. very easy.
30-15.
Oh, the set is not over yet. Just because she played so well in the first set, Samsonova, the next challenge for her is to try to keep that same quality. But her tennis is also a bit risky. She takes a lot of risk at being so aggressive. Trying to find the right balance.
40-15.
Playing the way you want to play, very aggressive, but also keep in mind, stay consistent in the rallies.
I mentioned before, Steph, she's won 4 out of 4 finals. She's now won 7 successive sets in finals. We won the last 2 in straight sets, and having recovered from a set behind against the one before. She had that amazing patch at the end of August and September when she won 3 tournaments on tour last year. Last year, just 6 months ago, remember.
Out. 40-30.
There's not many, no matter what level, who get 7 successive sets in a final.
It's a good stat to have.
Second serve this set, 44% for Samsonova.
Again, Samsonova.
Missed it, opened it up, and the opportunity was there, but missed the possibility to force her to at least juice.
Bencic
Might
leads.
not matter too much.
Bencic
Bencic still has the advantage, as you heard from Maria Cicciap. 4-2. Just got to be solid on serve now, hasn't she, for a couple of games, and then prepare for the final set if it goes like that.
Yeah, Bencic's done really well to get back into this set and get the lead. But I do feel this particularly game is quite important for her. Not giving any chance from Samsonova to get back into it. The opportunity.
Lovely team.
Still has plenty of her own supporters in the audience here in Abu Dhabi and inside Sports City International Tennis Centre here. It was opened nearly 2 decades ago now. Same complex with the huge outdoor sports stadium as well that hosts international football, cricket and more. Big serve from Bencic and needed. Served just 1 ace in the match so far, Samsonova 4. Just those 2 holds. Now looking a little bit less likely, but
It's difficult to say because it's sports, so who knows? Both are top player on the WTA tour.
Out. 30-all.
missed it. What a crucial miss that is from Samsonova. Doesn't even bother challenging.
Samsonova trying to call on the left. Yes, I line the ball's called out.
I think it's just the stage of the set already with 6 games gone. First challenge of the final.
30-year-old Ms. Samsonova has 2 challenges remaining.
Shouldn't have missed it. Should have been 2 break points here. Bencic, a real let-off. Some more movement in the crowd. Slowing things down in Abu Dhabi. Finals day. Finals evening now. Good to have you along. 6:20 in the evening here. Centre court hushes again.
Light, thanks. Those
first errors mounting a little bit from Samsonova's side.
How relieved Bencic must have been to see that. Should be craving an easy point here. No time to go off the boil herself now, Bencic. But she's relying on the unforced errors from Samsonova. It's helping her hugely here on the road to recovery. 7 games gone this set, and with this set of balls as well. Belinda Bencic still holds firm with that single break advantage, 5-2. This is their second meeting in the championship match. The first was on grass in Berlin in 2021. Samsonova came from behind. Also came from behind to win their previous meeting at the end of 2021 in the Billie Jean King Cup finals.
Lights,
Court time this week could become a factor. (4 hours 52, nearly 5 hours before this match on court for Bencic. 1 fewer game, being a top 4 seed. Samsonova over 8 hours.
I mean,
it's not excessive amounts, is it? But if you have back-to-back games that can be physically as well as emotionally exhausting, can get on you in the final.
Yeah, definitely, and depends also when you finish your match. A few of the matches finish quite late. It's also about the recovery, very important.
Belinda Bencic was on and off court quickly yesterday for the loss of just 5 games. First on court. Samsonova had to wait. Took nearly 2 hours 20. Just going through a few points here where neither player is at their best.
It's a bit less commending, both a bit doing a few mistakes here and there, as you said.
Samsonova
sending a message to Bencic. She's not stopping the fight here.
Yeah, she likes to receive first when she wins the toss, but I'm sure she'll like to serve first in the final set, and that's the least she can do with a hold here.
Out.
He was aggressive on the second serve against
40,
Bencic, but it wasn't right on the baseline, wasn't right at the feed, and it was pretty much in the hitting area for Samsonova. Needs a little bit more direction with the attacking. 4 of Bencic's title wins have been at this level or higher, WTA 500. In Adelaide. That's the point back.
40-30.
Completely different final, that one in Australia though, where she won for the loss of just 2 games. 6-love, 6-2. Bencic came into this final having won 15 of her last 17 matches, 14 of those 15 in straight sets.
Game, Samsonova.
The ace finishes off the game on the hold. 5-3. Bencic must serve it out.
Bencic leads 5 games to 3.
Bit of frustration coming from Samsonova's side. Not as happy as she was in the first set. She played so well, but she also plays a Irish tennis in a way. It's a lot of acceleration and very powerful. So when things doesn't go your way, it can go quite quickly.
Well, sometimes they say the dreaded 9th game, serving for the set and serving with this set of balls for the last time. Is this the chance for Samsonova to get back in the set? Oh, blinding backhand. And she just made her way back across the court so quickly. She had so much time.
Just fantastic footwork from Samsonova from that return and getting back on her feet. And make it look so easy, but we all know it's not.
Just that one point will have really turned up the pressure here on Bencic.
Do enough there, Bencic, with a few of the rallies. That forehand was clearly too short. Can't really afford that against Samsonova.
That's what she was doing in the first set, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even seeing her first serve being taken apart a little here now after a good start to this second set. Love 30, warning signs. It's better, swifter, needed to be.
50-30.
Yeah.
That's what she's good at, Bencic, redirecting, being compact. Move on the other side.
She was on top in that rally and suddenly she just put a slightly loose shot in just halfway down the court. Samsonova seized on it. Bencic netted 2 shots later. 2 breakback points. Looked like it might be happening from the first point of this game. She saw her first opportunity. She's back in it. There's no easy route to the set for Belinda Bencic. The Swiss is broken with the last game of that set of balls and has to do all the work again. We're back on serve in the second set of the Liudmila Abu Dhabi Open Final, 4-5. It's turning out to be a cracker of a final. Looked like we were heading towards a decider, but Samsonova, you just never know. And now the new balls as well. Can she blast away to a straight set success after all? 7 straight sets in finals for Samsonova. Serving with the new balls, 4-5.
Out.
Well, and gift for Samsonova here in that first point in this game. It's getting quite exciting, this match.
Got her mojo back, hasn't she? The pace helped by the new balls for sure. The more pace, the better for Samsonova.
Yeah, we mentioned she serves well in the important moment of the match. Yesterday, especially in the semis. Again, serving at 4-5. You could have nerves and thinking, okay, Bencic is playing much better, but no. Her level is higher now under that pressure.
Game Samsonova.
Well, what a response. Belinda Bencic was up 5-2 and at 5-3 serving for the set. Samsonova has leveled it and now takes her ace count to 7-3 in the last 2 service games.
We were saying how impressive Samsonova was in the first set. It's a bit disappointing in the second. She lost her focus, but what a way to turn that set around. Takes a lot of courage. She could have got frustrated or...
Bencic should be worried now. I mean, this could so easily go 7-5. Straining for that first serve.
Becoming one of my favorite forehands on the tour, Samsonova. She was hitting in the air, all that acceleration, and also her point of impact is always in the front.
Coach Dmitry Tursunov looks on. Moments now for Bencic. Is she hanging on? Second serve at love 15.
Miss Bencic call on the right.
It's your challenge.
Out.
Had one double fault in each set so far.
Wickets out, which looks like it is. Unraveling for Bencic.
As close as this.
Oh.
Huge moment for her. She gets her first serve back. Belinda, calm down.
Yeah, she did play the shot. No, 100%. I mean, this is...
Even Dimitri's telling her to get on with it, I think. She's arguing that she should have won the point.
It was direct and short from the coach, which is not bad. Just stay focused. It's sports, so sometimes it's not always black or white, you know.
Yeah, she needs to get mad up a little bit, is an English expression.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
She needs to channel that aggression into a game. But it must not become a distraction. That might just be the hangover we so often see. Suddenly, she's 2 points away from almost losing this final. 5-2 up, broken to 15. Previous service game. Love 30 now. Big peril. There's just no getting away from that forehand. Did she get a little lucky on the sideline? Samsonova, was it the perfect shot? Bencic just couldn't then defend the next shot.
Once again, losing a bit of angle. That was close.
Looks out, but she didn't challenge mid-rally. She had a rueful look at the line. My initial reaction was could be out. Love 40.
15-40.
Maybe Bencic's coach would have said challenge.
Well, if she gets out of this, you can imagine even another momentum shift here. She can be focused enough and serve well enough now. There's 2 aces in the match.
30-40.
Call went with her this time, that was close. Not worthy of a challenge. 2 points, one with the first serve. How big's this? The biggest of the match so far. Final of the Abu Dhabi Open. Extra $46,000 for the winner, an extra 165 ranking points as well. Still break point. Another mistake on the forehand, lets Bencic off the hook. Listen to the noise inside the International Tennis Centre at Decisive Sports City, a complex here.
Sometimes there's not a lot to say. It's 5-0-40 deuce. Nerves creeping up from both sides.
We love it.
Yeah.
The previous point at break point was fairly timid second serve. Tried to get a lot of spin, a bit of kick from it. Not too deep. Couldn't risk going for the line. I like that second serve. Switching it up, using that tennis brain.
Advantage. Bencic.
Well done for Bencic to regain our focus and concentration. She showed a bit of frustration in the beginning of this game.
It was love 15, wasn't it? And she thought it should have been 15 all. She had to replay that point. Almost out of the final. She's alive and kicking from love 40, no problem. Belinda Bencic with a crucial hold. And once again, it'll be Samsonova serving to stay in the second set. When we come back after this change of ends, don't go anywhere. Who are you backing? You're still as split as you were down the lines at the start of this tournament. Momentum shift. A woman who doesn't lose in finals against the far more experienced player and favourite coming into this final. Samsonova, 4 out of 4 in finals. Looked down and out in this set realistically at 5-2. Just missed the opportunity to go 6-5 ahead with 3 break points wasted. Still a lot of movement around this stadium. She did the right thing. Belinda's fired up, saving those 3 break points and taking 5 points in a row has really improved her mood.
Yeah, made it look easy, but she's being quite calm, Bencic, in their circumstances. That's why she hasn't won Olympic gold for some reason. When it matters, she She's still under pressure.
But there's still that devastating forehand there, just waiting to be
15.
on the fill when it matters. Just a little short Bencic there, and she seizes on it. Wasn't even that short, was it? But just catches it perfectly. In position early, good footwork, beautiful balance. That will help the Swiss player. Oh, well, that's what 5-6 in a final does for you. Doesn't matter which set.
15, 13.
Just going to say, Bencic, she's going back to what she was doing in the first set. Not quite enough depth, not enough direction, being made to move all over the court, and then that.
The point of impact was a bit high to my liking for Samsonova. But she did everything well before that. It's a bit unfortunate.
And I like that reaction, just saying, well, those errors do happen. Missing her first serve with a bit more regularity again now, as she was in the first set. Just comes at her so quickly, Bencic. She's trying to hit it back with real force and depth, but slightly off balance. No ability to change the direction.
Ooh.
That was quick, wasn't it? Missing that one. Clear, level head. Very nicely constructed point.
Well, to be in that situation, you feel the nerve sometimes. She's doing really well, Samsonova, to really go for her shots. That's how she likes to play. It's not always easy to finish those masters, or try to. I've been there before. And she's playing without hesitation.
From 2-5, she manages to force the tie-break.
Each player received one additional challenge.
You know what happens here, don't you?
Keep changing my mind, but
Where is it now?
well, I just feel Samsonova, when those crucial moments of the match, she really raised her level. Even though it was 5-6, she felt really well in her service game.
Well, Samsonova won a tie-break against Krejcikova this week in fairly dramatic circumstances in the second set, when she saved a set point to get through to the quarterfinals.
1-0, Bencic.
Well, that's the way to start your tie break. And calm, play the tennis you want to play.
The other tie-break Samsonova has had this season so far came against Sabalenka in Adelaide 1 tournament, second round. She lost that one.
Oh,
Well, what a rally, and is that the turning point? Poor miss from Samsonova, but it was beautiful defense from Bencic.
Well, that was a strange choice for Samsonova to use it as a smash. Really was really quite low, high, excuse me. Especially also going backward. She really overcomplicated herself with that choice. Might be very costly for her. Let's see.
No huge damage done with that big serve.
Bencic.
In just the 1 mini break. Should have said that Samsonova lost both tie breaks against Sabalenka in Adelaide. 7-6, 7-6.
When I say tennis is risky,
Bencic.
Samsonova, that's what I'm talking about. Not a lot of margin in that last forehand, even though that's how she likes to play. She could have gone as powerful, but just go back, big target in the middle of the court, or just pick a bigger one.
Bencic needs first serves. She's already won a tiebreak this week in Abu Dhabi. 7-5 against Shelby Rogers in their first set. There's the mini break. Straight back off the second serve.
Bencic.
Bencic beat Claire Liu in the Australian Open with the help of a tiebreak as well. The only breaker she lost this season was to Iga Swiatek right at the start of the season in the United Cup. Wow, just wow, 8 aces now.
That's what that send a message to your opponent.
111 miles per hour, 178 Ks. Well, the aces count was always likely to favour her, but they've made the same number of double faults. 6 free points then for Samsonova. Almost 1 3/4 hours playing time now. Maybe 2 in yours, even if this one goes to the third set. Balmy evening in Abu Dhabi. Still hot out there, warmer than it's been in daytime the last, or 2 of the last 3 days for sure. This one's coming to the boil. Might need a fresh supply of popcorn if this one goes the distance.
Miss Samsonova is showing a call on the left waistline, both call outs.
Best card. Cameraman and women to focus on the line judges. Now showing that he's right.
Under pressure. Oh.
Horrible feeling for him.
She's been very successful with her challenges, Samsonova.
She has all week, hasn't she? She wants the same ball back. They all look the same, she can't tell them apart really. All that for the challenge, and you do that with the first serve.
3.
Now it is out. The second serve was right on the line and so nearly a double fault. But the advantage goes back to Bencic with the mini break at 4-3.
Well done for Bencic to stay in the last point with quality shots.
And 4 of the last 5 finals. Almost matching Samsonova's 100% record over the same time. 4 out of 5.
Kersham's good. Pass up.
Yeah, it looked good. She'll settle for that. Second serves continue to be vulnerable for both players, and the mini break didn't last long.
I'm not sure if it was the nerves from Bencic with that last backhand that she missed. I don't think she was that far away from the court.
Last summer, Samsonova dropped from inside the top 32 to 60 in the world. And then hit a sensational run of form. We rolled off 3 hard-court finals. Huge pressure on that second serve now. And that's what the pressure does. She can't believe it. No challenge.
On the right side line, the ball's called out.
Hard to say it was a bit late.
It looked down.
Yeah.
She's got challenges in hand, why shouldn't she? But I don't think this is going to get overturned on the previous one. First one, I thought.
5 for Samsonova.
So we're at the situation now where
remain.
2 big serves from Liudmila Samsonova will win her another title in straight sets. 5-4 and ahead in the breaker for the first time at a crucial time. Great rally from Samsonova, even on the second serve. She has earned herself 2 match points. Bencic attacked the second serve, didn't really do enough with it.
So dominating with her forehand throughout this tournament. Samsonova did really well on that last point. Let's see if she is able to close it off.
I think the fact she's got 2 points. It's a license to have a real go here. Finish it with an ace. Oh, fantastic from Bencic in the nick of time. It was a big body serve, but she got her feet right and got a very good quality return in. Job not done yet. Every other point, a championship point or a set leveling point. Second match point first. Audible groan around this big arena. Is she going to challenge? One of the most dramatic match points saved. It was so close to the baseline. There was a net caught in there. Oh, Steph, you tell me what happened.
Well, I mean, I'm quite nervous. I'm not even playing. So it's just amazing depth from Bencic. He sent the message. Samson. It was really tough ball to put back in the court. And you see that the quality of both of the player really fighting until the end. Good response from Bencic too. Not easy. 2 match points, 2 championships point down like that.
Relax for a moment now. No change of energy. She has to win this point. Have you given up? She's gone for a wander. Dimitri's back in situ. Belinda has the ball. 6-6, 6-6. She needs to get a set point here. Can't afford to let Samsonova have another go on serve for the championship. Absolutely the right thing to do. Get yourself totally focused. Don't get a second chance. That's better. She moves her opponent around. The wide serve is helping her. +1. You don't even have to think about it to get the serve right.
Almost felt like Samsonova in the last few forehands, there was a bit less behind it, feeling the pressure. She's used to really go for it with all that acceleration.
So we're in added time, in the tie break if you like. Sudden death scenario. First set point for Belinda Bencic. Just getting into the rally. Just wouldn't flip the net and go over.
She wouldn't be happy with that mistake, Bencic, after all the hard work. Save those 2 championship points. Oh, that's sport. Sometimes you have to control all the nerves and stay confident, stay in your bubble.
Frustration from Bencic as the racket goes to the ground. Samsonova strong. A sliced return does at least make the opponent play one more shot, but not the depth, not the quality to threaten Samsonova. And there's a 3rd match point. At least this one's on the Swiss serve. It's still enormous pressure when the championship is at stake.
Miss Bencic call on the left
Challenge,
center space line. The ball was called out.
New Battle Final. Abu Dhabi Open. Second serve. Did your heart stop during that rally? I think mine did. That at match point. Huge drama. 8-all.
Must start to get in Samsonova's head after 3 attempts to win the championship. What a fight from Bencic.
It looked like the game might be up, didn't it, when the net intervened. Surely she wasn't going to win it on a fluke. Everyone hoped not. Back chicane. Belinda is not one for giving in. fighting for her life here. 8-all. And gets the forced error off the good first serve. A second set point now for Belinda Bencic.
Bencic.
That's how you call being strong mentally. Tursunev is actually laughing. I think he can't watch it anymore.
Samsonova seems so calm. Change of ends, blocks everything out, closes her eyes often. Seems to have had nerves of steel so far in the finals, but has she been pressed enough by the big players? Crowd will go berserk if Bencic wins this point. They want the feast to continue. If tennis be the food of love, play on, and we are playing on to a decider. Don't know where Dimitri's running to, but it's that sort of final in the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open. Maybe for a better vantage point, or maybe he's running off court. Whoa. Things can only get better and better in this extraordinary contest. Back from the brink to level at 1-set all in the break. Well, there's some great stuff on TV these days. Huge dramas. Well, this is real life drama at its best.
Okay.
WTA Final from Abu Dhabi.
Sets.
82 minutes of wondrous seesaw tennis, full of emotion. But it went away with the number 2 seed.
Take your seats quickly, please.
3
Thank you.
match point opportunities. If they
Behind the
leave Liudmila
players.
Samsonova.
First
How
seat
does she
available for
respond
now,
to
please.
that?
Thank you.
Serving first in this deciding set. As
Samsonova
tries to sort the crowd out.
It's very easy to recover from Samsonova after those 3 championship points, but it's a good start for her, especially trying to hold on to her serve here. After such a spine-tingling end to a set, a long breaker, 18 points in all. Sometimes lose a bit of focus at the start of the 3rd set, and things can quickly go wrong. Samsonova has started sharply here.
Game, Samsonova.
After all the drama that went before, love
game,
hold is no mean feat in this situation.
Yeah, it was a spectacular tie-break these 2 pairs produced.
1 hour 22 set, that one.
Well, you can see only 12 on first serve for Bencic in that 2nd set. Only 7 winners though, but she found her way to win. And I think it got a bit too much for Samsonova at the end of that tie break. It was a high quality set, and especially in that tie break you could see both of them got a bit of nerves.
Samsonova was untouchable in the first set. Her level
Yeah.
just came off a little at times, maybe key times to allow Bencic back in it. She did raise her level. She's not playing at her absolute best. Samsonova isn't letting her, but she did in that tiebreak show real guts and determination. Remember, she was 4-3, 42, 4-2 up. She had a break anyway, and then was a
Thank
mini
you.
break down. And 6-4 down. Saved 2 championship points and another at 8-7. Now playing catch up in the final set, love one. She's playing with so much more freedom now at the end of the tie break, but having played everything to the backhand. One time she went to the forehand, it was very misdirected cross court. First serve percent still below 60% accuracy for Bencic.
Let's
tried to take that ball early. Bencic just didn't execute it as well as she wanted to.
Chelsea 15.
Got there in the end. Took the long route to success, but it was a crowd-pleasing point, as it didn't exactly please Bencic herself.
Saying it's a high-quality match. I'm seeing pretty much everything in this one. It's nice to see a change of rhythm from Bencic. You know, she loved the pace.
Brilliant passing shot that will give her huge confidence and just stop Samsonova in her tracks a little bit. Levels the match score 1-all in the Decisive. The players come to the net too often in this match, but it has been Samsonova more so off the back of the good forehands, but just didn't do enough with that.
Yeah, it's nice when you can add that to your game style going to the net, but I think because the girl, both of them have so much power, and it's really difficult for the opponent to get in front and get inside the court. The balls arrive with so much quality and depth.
Love 15. Love 13.
First there is mounting from Samsonova's side a little bit.
Samsonova broken just once in the entire match so far, and it was fairly early in that second set to fall 1-3 behind. She recovered the break just in time later, 4-5, and lost in the tiebreak. Now, suddenly, the momentum switches again in favour of the Swiss. 3 break points. Very strange game indeed, and I'm sure there's more to come, but just for the moment, it's Tursunov and Bencic partnership that are on top here. Those 3 match points maybe still haunting Samsonova. Bencic with a break, 2-1 in the decider. Still a little trouble asking people to sit down so that we can resume on time. Bencic wants no distractions right now and wants to get right on with it. With a break, 2-1, final set.
Love 15.
We often talk about the importance of backing up the break, not letting your opponent back in when you've got the advantage. It's a 4th double fault of the match from Bencic.
Brush that last forehand from Samsonova. It's not a bad idea.
Didn't need to be so near the line, did it?
Yeah. She seems quite calm for a player who's had 3 championship points. It's quite impressive. She's still pretty much in this match and focus.
Thank you, sir. Behind the players.
Some player could have gone a bit more on the negative path, but not Samsonova.
$30-50.
2.25 hours now. Good response. Oh, she looks as good as ever, doesn't she? Like she's just starting the match again.
30-14.
Rotating with her forehand here. It looks so easy.
About her 100% record in finals, 4 out of 4. This is the longest already of her 5 finals of her career for Samsonova.
Use.
For all the problems she has faced and severe pressure today and superb returning from Samsonova, Bencic has only been broken 3 times. Only broken twice in the entire week here before this final. Both by Marta Kostyuk in an earlier round victory.
Advantage. Samsonova.
Thoughts in the game, isn't it? It's 5 now. And another break point.
Again, Samsonova.
So the break goes straight back. They continue to match each other stride for stride. These two were at 2-2 and 1-7.
Yeah, I thought Bencic momentum, but maybe that double fault can be a bit costly for her. Show signs of some nerve a little bit, but I can still not take decisions or not sure which way it's gonna go. It's been a very high quality match.
Samsonova serving 2-2. Has 3 wins against top 10 players, none this season yet. Last time she did so was against Sabalenka in Guadalajara back in October.
Lovely team.
Each one of those mistakes, unforced errors, a little fillip to Belinda Bencic, a little bit more energy can serve, a little bit more belief that she can win those longer rallies.
A lot of
Suddenly those super serves looking almost ordinary.
Yeah, Bencic must be one of the best returner on the tour. Very compact. Tries to take the ball quite early on them.
Ambitious to play that from there, and 3 more break
40.
points here. Starting to wonder about fatigue going into a 3rd set. This will be her longest match of the season. Just a few more, sorry, of the tournament in just a few more minutes. She took 2 hours 24 to beat Barbora Krejcikova, even though it was straight sets. On the line, both sides. And that's great confidence. Doesn't need to be that accurate.
Yeah, it's perfection, really. Great defense from Bencic, putting that extra ball in the court. Gave herself the extra chance, but got unlucky a little bit.
The break is confirmed. And serving with the added advantage of the new balls after the break. 3 successive breaks. All of that has left Bencic in front by 3 games to 2 with the service. Stadium court looks glorious now. We started in bright sunshine and now under the night lights. Belinda Bencic with the new ball, serving at 3-2 in the deciding set of the final. Remained focused, remained athletic, an entirely legitimate tactic.
She's so good, Bencic, as redirecting. It was very fast footwork from her.
Samsonova did well to get out of the way of it. She must have thought it was going out. More of a stride around the court purposefully from Bencic now. Just seems to be an inch or so taller.
Yeah, I'm just looking as the most constant player right now. It's not too much up and down. She's playing on the same level as Samsonova, but I feel her mistakes are quite wild when they happen.
Lovely. Very few of those 3-shot rallies on the Bencic serve all afternoon and evening now. Well, after 7:30 in the evening is Bencic closing in on an unlikely title, having saved 3 match points. Moves ahead by 2 games for the first time in the match.
Bencic leads 4 games to 2.
First set. Conclusively so, 6-1, but battled back just in time to win the tiebreak. Now backs up the break, 4-2.
Yeah, very impressed with the mind of Bencic at the moment. Since the beginning of the season, she knows what she wants to do on the court. She doesn't get too flustered if it doesn't go her way, but she still have that fire. Before she would get down much more, be more negative and frustrated.
Miss Samsonova general call on the right facade line. The ball was called out.
And she lost that first set, but she didn't. She kept fighting.
One of Samsonova held to love at the start of this third set. And then on 1 point in the next 2 service games. So I understand why she's challenging this. She wants an early start, and a good start.
50-11.
Bit extra confidence,
30-11.
boost from the correct challenge, and she has amazing eye, Samsonova. Flair is back. Those low power drives are back.
Well,
anything but consistent so far from Samsonova on serve this set. Love hold, broken to love, broken to 15. Now a point for another love hold. Super cross-court backhand.
40-15.
The entire width of the court.
She'll have to take those return early here, Bencic. Sending a message to her opponent.
That's what I've been wanting her to do more of throughout this match. Hasn't always had the opportunity. Unlucky. Decent swing. No challenge. So the deficit stays the same.
Lead 4-3.
Yeah, the microphone just wasn't working, so the game is over. There is no challenge. It's 4-3, but still with a break in favour of Belinda Bencic. Still a few stragglers taking their seats. Shouldn't be allowed to. One right behind Bencic at the moment.
50-11.
Well, I'm not surprised Samsonova asked for a medical timeout with all the good tennis she played this week. So much, it's also very physical. Everything very tight at the top of her shoulder.
Been on court over 10.5 hours now this week, Samsonova. Do you think there's a serious problem there in the shoulder? Do you think it's just probably something that needs loosening? Is it just additional fatigue?
Yeah, I think it's the last two. Yeah, I think it's just the way she hits the ball.
40-11.
And the amount of, acceleration and physical aspect of it. It's not just on her forehand, it's also the serve.
Not too many long matches the way she plays. About 82 minutes for the second set,
50.
maybe the longest set she's ever played in WTA level.
See that last forehand, just point of impact so in front, but wow, so much acceleration.
We did have a 3-hour match I managed to find once against Iga Świątek in the semi-final of the Stuttgart event, so on clay. Anywhere near that on hard court that I've managed to find so far. She lost that semi to Świątek, having taken the first set on a breaker, 6-4, 7-5 in the next two.
Yes.
Sometimes Samsonova's forehand can be such a big weapon, but if the enforcers gets to mount, but also that's how she likes to play. She likes dictating with it, and then it saves her. Like the last 3 points is all coming from that side. Just have to find the right balance, Samsonova.
Advantage, Bencic.
It's hard to tell, she's so emotionless. Was that an emotion then? Was that a frustration?
Well, I think she almost hit the ball boy. I think it was quite, I think she was very late. It's quite a risky again, but that's how she likes to play. Being so aggressive.
Miss Samsonova is on the call on the left baseline. The ball's called out.
Looks like another game has gone. Wait for verification.
Again, Bencic.
There it is.
Bencic leads 5 games to 3.
A little bit closer than she hoped earlier in the game, but she is within 1 game of the title. 5-3.
Though we think it's close, probably end of the match. Anything can happen.
Don't forget it was 5-2 in the second set.
Yeah.
Little did we know, we weren't even halfway through at that point.
Lofting.
Oh.
Well, that's a statement first point. Serving to stay in the match, in the championship, not what you want to see flying back at you.
Yeah, she's definitely on a mission now, Bencic. We're saving those 3 championship points. Feels like she's the player who's the more constant.
Taking me a long time, but I've just found a longer hard court match that she had in Brisbane in 2020. Samsonova beat the wild card, Heightened feed, 3 hours 11.
30-15.
Good response. Pretty confident in saying this is her second longest ever hard court match. Trying not to be distracted by some of the extraneous events around the court here in Abu Dhabi.
Importance of a good first serve. Saves you some energy and gives you those 2 free points like that.
3 breaks in this final set so far. They came in succession in games 3, 4 and 5.
Again, Samsonova.
for Halter 15 to stay in the championship for now. There'll be a change of ends. There'll be a little relaxation for the players. And then it will be Belinda Bencic serving for the championship. Belinda Bencic has been in this position many times before. Samsonova less so. Never defeated in a final. 4 out of 4. It's the 5th, one step too far. The number 2 seed has to serve 1 game to win a 2nd title of the season in the WTA Logic Tour.
50 love.
That's it, the 2nd title this year and only early Feb. it shows how well Belinda Bencic has been playing.
Won 15 of her last 17 matches coming into this final. 14 of those were in straight sets. She's been pushed in this one. Looked 2nd favourite for most of it. Saved 3 match points. So many twists and turns in this. It wouldn't surprise you if we had another one here, would it? Again, she's just standing there waiting for the ball to arrive with so much time, and it's Bencic doing the scrambling even on serve.
One thing we know, these two never gives up.
Bencic can't afford to start playing into her hands again now. She needs to maintain a positive and assertive outlook in this. Could be final game of the match, because if she lets a standard slip, puts it in the hitting range of Samsonova, we'll be playing game number 11 soon.
More in that last forehand from Samsonova. Bencic felt the pressure.
Unforced errors in the match, 23 for Bencic, 40 for Samsonova. But she's also hit 40 winners to 20 from the Swiss. Well, I think I'll be saying this a few more times, but how big is this point now? Well done, Belinda Bencic. Earlier in the rally, a couple in the crowd called out. The line judge didn't, and neither did Maria Cicak in the chair. She kept her focus and concentration and played 2 brilliant shots after that.
Yeah, that was a close shot. Yeah, as you said, she did really well under all that pressure. So close also to the championship.
In theory, 2 points away. Serving well this game. Took a bit of pace off the serve, didn't she? And sets up championship point for Belinda Bencic. Point number 1 for her, having saved 3 in the tiebreak in the previous set. Into the net, brings the title to Bencic. Look at the joy on her face. She jumps up and down on the spot. It's an absolutely amazing performance, having saved 3 match points. Commiserations to Liudmila Samsonova, beaten for the first time in a final in her career after 4 previous victories on the WTA Hologic Tour. But what a comeback win for Belinda Bencic.
Well, Liudmila, I'm sure disappointed at the moment, but you've played absolutely fantastically and you're through to the final here. Congratulations on such a great run.
Thank you very much. It was amazing, of course, so I'm happy to be here today, so thank you very much.
It's been an absolutely great year of tennis for you. You won 3 titles last year, another final for you. You've really impressed the crowds here. How impressed have you been by this tournament?
You know, yeah, it was an amazing year last year, so I'm really grateful to have played another final this year right now. And of course, many, many congrats to Belinda and her team for an amazing year also. The second thing, it's so important for me. After 1 year, I heard the crowd cheering for me. It was amazing, guys. Thank you very much for this. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Liudmila. If you'd like your way to go to collect your finalists trophy at this time, I would like to ask His Highness Sheikh Nahyan bin Mubarak Al Nahyan, Minister of Tolerance and Coexistence, to present this year's finalist trophy to Liudmila.
Yeah, many, many thanks to the event, because it was the first year here, so I love to play here. Thank you for the event, guys. Thank to the sponsor, Mubadala, Sport Council, so for making it possible, so thank you.
Thank you for the kind words, Liudmila. We really appreciate it. Well, Belinda, many congratulations. You won that in the most dramatic way, saving 3 match points. Congratulations, you are the champion. Well played.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was a very tight match today. I want to congratulate Liudmila as well and her team. She's playing amazing, and it was a great battle today. I'm happy to finally beat you after last year. I lost 3 times. Yeah, and of course I want to thank also my team. Thank you for being with me every day and pushing me, and I'm really motivated and excited for what's to come. So thanks a lot.
Well played. I know you're a big ambassador of this competition, and we hope to see you back next year. At this point, we'd like to ask you to make your way to the stage to collect your winner's trophy. You're a fantastic champion. Thank you so much.
Sorry, I just also wanted to thank the tournament, to all the sponsors, you know, to the organization. It's been great. I love to be here in Abu Dhabi, and thanks for everyone who is cheering, you know. Yeah. I'm really excited to come back next year, and it's great to have a wonderful event here in Abu Dhabi.
Thank you, Belinda, for the very kind words. Belinda Bencic!